So, the status of the coup is unsuccessful coup. It didn't succeed.
The difference is that the January coup failed, the July coup did not fail.
Exactly. If January coup had failed, I wouldn't be sitting here answering questions. You would have made me Major General or something.
And because of that, who were the people that crushed the coup and squeezed the coup plotters to the point of surrender? Let us find out.
Ironsi aborted the coup. So, and Ironsi took over, isn't it?
He aborted the coup.
He aborted the coup of January 66.
Yes.
My lord, Ironsi was not part of us.
You listen.
Ironsi was a reactionary.
Listen to the question,
What
please.
he said or what he did was his business. Now, when the soldiers got to Lagos, they found that Ironsi's troops had already seized Lagos. And so they ran helter-skelter.
A lot of things have been said about this. Who actually halted the coup? Agoye Ironsi in Lagos, an Igbo. Emeka Odumegwu in Kano, an Igbo. The Igbos halted the coup. How can it be at the same time an Igbo coup halted by Igbos?
So, who crushed the coup? They used Gowon as the person who crushed the coup, but it is not true. It was not true. Gowon never crushed the coup. Major General Johnson Omonakwe Agoye Ironsi crushed the coup with some of his commanders, loyal commanders and troops named Colonel Hilary Njoku and a Cameroonian officer called Captain Hans Anago. Major General Ironsi gave him the command to crush the coup. He is still alive as of 2025 and he is today a traditional ruler in a community in Cameroon. You can go and verify. A traditional ruler in Cameroon who was in the Nigerian army when his own part of Cameroon was in Nigeria, but they later went back to Cameroon and joined the Cameroonian army. Former Nigerian Captain Hans Anago ended up as a general in the Cameroonian army and later became a traditional ruler in Cameroon. Chuks Ilebunam, the author of the book titled Ironsi, interviewed him and the man revealed he led the troops when Ironsi asked him to do so. And Gowon volunteered. That Gowon that was saying, I crushed the coup, Gowon volunteered because he just came back from Britain. He had no command. So he had no troops. So who was he going to command to crush a coup? Or will a person just go and crush a coup without troops? Who did he command? He just volunteered and joined the commander that General Ironsi commanded, Captain Hans Anago. Let us hold ahead. And Gowon volunteered to join. But Gowon claimed he crushed it, which was never true. Where was Gowon? Let us find out. During the day of the coup, which is January 1966, the dark morning, Gowon just came back from Britain and he had no command. And you cannot move troops without a command. That's a rule in the army. The West fabricated the story to make it look like Gowon crashed the coup while the Igbos plotted the coup. It was never true. If it was to be an Igbo coup, it would have been a walkover because it would be impossible for Igbos to plan and fail because they had no opposition at all. Igbos had the first and almost the last in the Nigerian army, starting from the Nigerian Military Officer Corps, headed by the GOC from the Igbo Extraction Major General Agoye Ironsi, Major Chukwemeka Odumegwu, Major Alexander Madebo, etc. They're all headed. Let me tell you, you see all those moderners that later emerged, like Ibrahim Babangida, Sani Abacha, Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, Yakubu Gowon. They were all errand boys to the Igbo officers. Yakubu Gowon, the then head of state, was an errand boy to Major General Agoye Ironsi. Go and ask his son, Thomas Agoye Ironsi, who is alive today. He survived the coup that led to the assassination of his father, General Ironsi. Go and ask him. Gowon was always in their house, running errand for his father, Major General Ironsi. Just like Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, he was running errand for Major General Alexander Madebo retired. When he gave birth to his son, Yakubu Danjuma was errand boy to him. So they had no opposition if Igbos were to plot a coup against the state because they all had the commands. They would just give order, go and arrest the head of state. The other officers would say, yes sir. The battalion commanders, the armorer command, the quartermaster general, and the general officer commanding was all Igbos. Nobody would have been able to oppose them because they will just give order that every politician will just be arrested, all of them from beginning to the end. Ojukwu commanded the 5th Battalion in Kano. Captain Ogbuoji was sent to arrest Major General Ironsi during the coup, and he made Ironsi on the road. Ironsi was on his way to Ikeja cantonment when he heard about the coup and escaped. So Captain Obuoji went to arrest him, but he met him. He was like, "What are you doing here? Are you supposed to be here? This or that?" Captain Obuoji denied anything, and he turned back and followed Ironsi, because Ironsi wasn't just going to Ikeja cantonment on his own. He was armed as the general officer commanding the